you don't love it, don't do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to love you back. This is a game that you had to put the love in. And if you put the love in, I promise you it'll love you back. You got to love it, big fella. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. What's the word? Together. What's the word? Together. What's the word? Together. What's the word? Together.
Well, I want to be the man that my daddy raised me to be. My mama taught me to be. See, baby.
Guess who loves you more? Love. Guess who loves you more than he did? Guess who treats you better than he did?
Alright, Black Cajun Sports here with the junior point guard. Am I getting this correct?
Yes, sir.
Akil Stewart at Girard College. Just watched you going to practice. I tell you what, though, what jumped out at me, man, you're pretty fit, man. What you run, cross country?
Nah, I just work out all the time.
I mean, you was running and running. You had a lot of battery strength left at the end of every drill. You came in first every time. Is that something you trying to do, lead these young guys and lead by example?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I know this is what, your fourth coach in 3 years?
Yeah.
It's been a rough, trying to get adjusted, but I think you guys got somebody that's going to be here for a while now for your last 2 years. What are your expectations for this team this year?
I just want us to play as hard as we can and try to make it as far as we can, district, states, win our league. I think the young guys, they work hard and they bring a lot of effort every day to practice. And I just want us to win and get as far as we can.
Well, watching you guys a little bit last year, and from what I can see out there this year, you lost one of the best players in the state. But I still see a little bit of size, a little bit of talent. I think and I haven't talked to Tori about this, I think a lot of it's going to fall on your shoulders to show these guys the way. I mean, you've been through the ropes on varsity. You play at a high level on the AAU circuit. You ready for this leadership role your last 2 years, man?
I'm very ready. These past 3 years, 2 years, that's all I wanted was a leader role to make sure my team doing what we're supposed to do and make sure that we all giving the best effort that we possibly can. So I'm ready for this season.
All right. So have you talked to your brother that went down south on you, man?
Yeah, I talk to him every day.
He doing okay?
Yes.
He wishing you the best up here?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what do you think you guys need to do in order to really pull this together and come out of, you guys are District 1, right?
Yeah.
So who District 12 do you always run into?
Either last
Sankofa,
year,
right?
Sankofa.
They loaded.
Yeah.
They loaded, huh? So that's you got to get through them to get to where you want to go in the States?
Yeah, most likely.
All right, so how you feel about that?
I feel like we can beat them, as long as we, communicate and play together, we can beat any team in the state.
All right, so how about you personally, man? What's your grades like?
Straight A and B student.
Straight A and B student? Have you
No
taken the
Cs.
test yet?
Yeah, I took my SAT.
How'd you do? You don't got to give me a number.
I did good.
NCAA straight?
I did everything good.
Everything good?
Yes, sir.
So do you want to play this basketball thing after you leave Girard College?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's time for people to really start thinking about you in that way. You open to historically black colleges?
Yes, sir.
I think it's some really good schools like Tuskegee, Fisk, and with your grades, and I'll get your test score off the air. But I think you really a surefire candidate for some of those schools, man. I really appreciate this, and I look forward to seeing you lead this team this year, huh?
Thank you.
All right. Black Cajun Sports just came. I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you fair warning. When I leave here, as soon as I get off campus, I'm calling DHS because y'all abusing them kids in there. Y'all running them kids to death, man. What's that about? Why y'all with this cross country? What we doing out there, man?
Listen, you gotta make up for lost time, man.
I'm surprised nobody was calling Earl out there, man. The only kid that was really ready for that was I.
Yeah.
He was ready. He had plenty of battery strength left.
He was ready. I could have got him a little
more further.
Yeah.
So, but in all seriousness, though, that you focusing on your conditioning and getting these guys ready. So, what you going press? What you doing?
Listen, right now, I want guys to be able to play all over the floor. We have to be a scrappy team. We're gonna have to be a high energy team, and the only way you can do that is if you in good shape. And like right now, that's the only way I know how to do it. You know, we used to have to run cross country before we even touch a basketball when I was playing in high school. So we I didn't get a chance to make those guys run cross country, so I missed that. So we're gonna get as much conditioning as we can.
JP, what's your last name, brother?
Price.
Mr. Coach Price.
Yes.
You a holdover from last year?
I am.
So with this new regime coming in, how important is it to you, since you know the kids really fairly well, to just establish a sense of family with these guys? I mean, I know they've been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot for a group of young men. How important is that?
So I think it's most important by any means. We have this new mantra together. I think the kids are truly buying into that. So it's my job to kind of help Coach Torrey kind of keep that brotherhood, that bond, and kind of build it up, and really get these guys to buy into what he's preaching and what we're preaching as a staff. I think that's most important, because if we have that, we're laying that foundational work to really have something special here.
Well, you know, I've been around here a lot over the last 3-4 years. My friends Fax and Bobby and Clyde, and even Mick for the brief time that he was here. So I kind of know what you guys have to offer. I think even with all the success some of those guys have, it's still a secret. What are we going to do to let the world know what Girard College has to offer young men and women down here on this campus?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to try to really get out into the community, you know, and invite some of these the AU programs, the middle school programs. We're going to have events here. We're going to try to have some camps and some clinics here. Coach and myself, we're going to hit the ground, hit the pavement, get out there, make our faces known to, you know, these middle schools, the public middle schools, the Catholic middle schools, the private middle schools, you know, just to let them know that Girard is here. We have a lot to offer academically. You know, our facilities are nice, you know, so just to get people, you know, more acclimated with Girard and what it has to offer.
When you say you have a lot to offer, I think you kind of gloss over what I think is really a very unique situation, not only in Philly, but on the Eastern Seaboard. I think once you enter into that wall for the first time and you look around, you really aren't prepared for what you see.
Right.
And I'm just talking architecturally, the way it's laid out, the way that the campus is spaced out. I mean, this is truly a gem.
Yeah.
And I think that as people come down here and get more familiar with it, and the fact that this is a full-time boarding, full ride, does anyone here pay tuition?
No, not one single student pays tuition.
Do they pay room and board?
They do not pay room and board. Clothes are given to them. Food is given to them.
Private school setting.
Private school setting. Great
Small
academics,
classes.
Small class sizes.
Incredibly safe. In this day and age, parents have that concern about their kids' safety. I mean, we are behind, 15-foot walls?
15-foot walls, 24/7 security.
Security 24/7.
Yeah.
All right, so we just gotta get the team together, too.
Yeah, that's it. We just gotta get them working. We understand that, you know, Coach and I, we've talked about it. We know that, you know, the challenges are ahead of us, but that's what this is about. If you don't want to roll your sleeves up, you know, then this is not the business for you, you know. So, and like I said, my biggest thing is together. Even with my staff, it's together. We can do everything we put our minds to if we do it together.
Well, I appreciate this time, and Black Cajun Sports will definitely follow the trail of the Girard College Cavs this year. I put Hop on the spot, you know. Honestly, Sankofa got a 5-6-18 playing in y'all division. They do. You know, they loaded. 3-4 Division I players over there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the bullseye, right?
Yeah,
that's the target.
yeah. Hey, listen, we know it's a tall mountain to climb, man, but all you gotta do is lace our boots up and try to get there. That's it.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys. Sankofa, here we come, man. All right.